Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Bears. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here in the Water Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Paris Red Dragons Relocation franchise here on Madden 24. That is right. We're back, and we are better than ever, I guess. We're 0-2 on the season. We've lost some interesting games. We played the Cardinals. I'm pretty sure we played the Cardinals, didn't we? No, we didn't play the Cardinals. Who did we play? I forget who we played in week 1. We played them, whoever it was, and we played the Broncos last episode. The first game was a little bit closer, you could say. We probably should have honestly won that game. And then the game against the Broncos was just kind of like, we just didn't really play well. Our offensive line did not play well at all. We couldn't block anybody. Our new quarterback could not really get anything going. He couldn't get his mojo going. If you're not familiar with who our new quarterback is, go back and watch that episode, last episode, where we traded for a new quarterback. Pretty controversial trade. Let's find out. I'll give you a little bit of time before we jump in. 3, 2, 1. All right, if you haven't already skipped off to go watch that last episode, you don't care about being spoiled, or you know who it is. Our new quarterback is Aaron Rodgers. Mr. Ayahuasca himself is the Red Dragon quarterback for Season 1. Now, I did talk about it in this episode, but I will reiterate it here for you guys again in this episode. In that last episode, I talked about when we were making the trade for Aaron Rodgers, I said we are still going to draft a quarterback in this draft in this upcoming offseason, so don't worry about that. I heard you guys say that you wanted to see a rookie quarterback get drafted and then try to build his legacy as a possible channel legend, and I understand that. I'm down with that, so that's what we're going to do. But in the meantime, until we draft that quarterback for Season 2, why not have some fun in Season number 1? This is the very first season in franchise history. We need a draw. We need something for these Paris fans to get behind, and we need somebody that they're going to buy jerseys for. So why not bring them Mr. Rodgers himself over to Paris and have him play quarterback for the season here? I thought that'd be super fun. It did cost us a good amount of draft picks plus a couple of players, including Jacoby Brissett, our former starting quarterback. But Aaron Rodgers is our starting quarterback for Season 1 of Red Dragons franchise. We will be able to make up those draft picks that we traded away to the Jets to get Aaron Rodgers, because there's other players on this team that are going to get traded. We are going to start Ricky. Is it Ricky Stromberg or Richie Stromberg? It's Ricky. Okay, we're going to start him. He should have been starting anyway, but I think he got changed when I did generate best lineup. So he's going to be our starting center. We are going to be making more trades. Don't forget about that. Antonio Gibson could be getting traded. Terry McLaurin obviously will get traded, even though I don't really want to. Curtis Samuel's getting traded. Logan Thomas probably gets traded. On the defensive side of things, Daron Payne is going to get traded. Kendall Fuller is going to get traded. Montez Sweat. So there's going to be some interesting moves going to be happening in the near future here as we get closer and closer to the end of season number 1. I mean, we're only in week number 3, so we're still a good amount away from the end of the season. But I am warning you now that we're going to get even crazier with these trades. Let's spend some staff points before we get into the actual episode, because there are going to be more trades in this episode. I don't know who's going to get traded, but there is going to be at least 1 or 2 more trades. And we are trying to get down to this after-school tutoring thing so we can add 3 more additional focused players throughout the weekly strategy. We currently only have 3 here, so we're trying our best to get down to that one, and we just spent all the staff points we had. We only have 1 staff point remaining on Ron Rivera. And I'm not saying that Ron Rivera is here to stay. He could get fired at any moment. So Ron Rivera doesn't have to be the head coach of this organization. But we've got a few things to take care of, including the trades. We've got regional focus scouting, which we will do right now. I don't really know what the region strong suit is. It looks like quarterback, corners, and wide receivers. It's a good thing that the quarterbacks are the thing that we're needing to focus on. So it's a good thing that the strong suit. Mac Bean. We talked about Mac Bean last episode. I don't know how good he's going to be. Set the focus scouting. Our current focus scouting for here needs to be like corner, I would guess. So we're going to scout that. And we're going to set that for the regional scouting there. And then we're going to set this one for wide receivers, if I could go the right way. Artie Green's going to be scouting wide receivers. The central, we have it as corners. That's, oh, I guess I have to redo it now. Corners, there we go. The northeast is going to be defensive ends, probably, right? We should probably go defensive ends or maybe defensive tackles. They're both pretty strong. I'm going to go defensive tackle. We're going to go defensive tackle for that one. And then the southeast, we're going to go... We already did corner, right? Did we do wide receiver already? Yeah, we did wide receiver for the west. So you know what we're going to do here? We're going to change this to running back. We're going to set that there. So then the southwest, or southeast, excuse me, can be wide receivers. There we go. Then we cover all of our bases because we already have corner covered already. So that's the regional scouting that we have done. That's perfect. That's all fine and dandy. We will get more into the college players as we get deeper in once we learn a little bit more. The first mock draft is out, though. The first mock draft is out. We currently sit with number 11, but that will obviously go up as we continue to lose. But it looks like the number 1 pick is that Devin Hardison guy, the wide receiver. We looked at him slightly. I don't know how I feel about him. There's some good players in this class. If you're curious about my favorites board, you can go take a look at last episode. I went a little bit more in-depth on the guys that I've added to my favorites board, including this quarterback, Matt Newton. So if you want to go hear my thoughts on that, go watch the last episode in Red Dragons franchise. You can see my thoughts, or you can hear my thoughts on the Matt Newton quarterback and all those players that we have in the favorites board. The last thing we have to do before we get into the trades is taking a look at these contracts. We have $101 million in available cap room, and we've got some big names that we want to probably bring back. The biggest of those names being the Predator Chase Young, and that is mainly because he's only 24. He really wants to be here, and I want him to be a face of the franchise type player. So we're going to lock him up for a good amount of money. He wants to be here. So if we give him $7 million salary, $10 million bonus for 4 seasons, he's ready to come back. Bada bing, bada boom, the Predator has returned. Montez Sweat, like we said, is going to get traded. Kendall Fuller going to get traded, and Kendall Fuller doesn't even want to be here anyway. Antonio Gibson going to get traded. Curtis Samuel going to get traded. Cody Barton, I do like, and Cody Barton was hurt last episode. A lot of guys, including Terry McLaurin, had gotten hurt last episode in the training, the practice. So that kind of hurt us there. And Cody Barton is coming back. Nice young middle linebacker. I think he's, like 26 or something. Terrell Burgess, don't really know about yet. And then the rest of these guys, I don't really need. Maybe we bring back Rasheed Walker. Maybe. But everybody else here, we will pick up the 5th-year option on Jamin Davis for sure. But like Michael Badgley, we could probably... I mean, I talked about in that episode as well how there's a couple kickers that interest me in this draft. So, I mean, we could maybe find a kicker there that replaces Michael Badgley. That's for sure. All right, let's stop beating around the bush. Boosh. Let's make a trade. Or 2. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Who's going to get traded? Is it today the day that Terry McLaurin gets traded? Probably not. Let's trade away... Let's trade away Montez Sweat. I think that could be pretty fun. He's in a contract year. What can we get for him on the trade block? We can get J.C. Horn, nice developmental corner. We could bring in Michael Thomas. I have always wanted to get Michael Thomas, mainly because he's a Buckeye and also because I do enjoy Michael Thomas. I do understand that he's 30 years old and he is injured quite heavily. I do understand all this. But it's Michael Thomas. He was once the catch leader in the NFL in like 2018, 2019, something like that. I think it'd be fun to have Michael Thomas. I know he costs a lot. Let's counter offer this just so I can kind of take a look at Michael Thomas. I'm not saying that I'm going to do the deal, but I just want to take a look at him. So he's got good stats. He's 30 years old, so he's a little bit of a veteran. I didn't mean to back out like that. Let's go to his contract. Is he still making a ton of money? I think he is. His contract is, he's only got 2 years left. He's not making actually that much money. I mean, 14 million on his cap hit, and then it goes down to 10. So it's kind of a team-friendly deal for 2 seasons. But, Cheeks, I think we can get something else for Montez Sweat. And probably it has to be a pass rusher. It probably has to be a pass rusher to fill the hole for the season. So let's go around the league and see if there is an interesting player that can be a pass rusher for the season for us. Is there like a young guy that maybe we can develop at a point? I don't really know. Maybe Micah Parsons is the guy. Maybe I talked about young guys. Is Micah Parsons the guy? He probably could be, honestly. I want to do it. I really want to do it. I really want to do that. I want to trade for him. Christian Wilkins, only 27, but his cap hit's a little bit too much. Nick Bosa's only got a year left. They'll probably re-sign him. Roman Akwara, Akeem Hicks, Derek Brown. I see Derek Brown more as a D tackle. Same kind of thing with Aaron Donald, though. I know he plays edge. Carl Granderson. There's John Reed again. Is there a left end that we can turn into a right end? Because I'm not... Ooh, hello. Hello. Willie Anderson Jr. Greg Rousseau. Greg Rousseau always develops. I don't know what it is about Greg Rousseau, but it's like every single simulation that you do, including last year, Greg Rousseau always became like a 95 plus. It's so weird. I know he's a decent player, but I didn't think he had the potential like that. He goes crazy. Is there a left end that is viable? I'm seeing some interesting players. Nothing that really pops out, obviously, other than Will Anderson Jr., but I think that could be kind of crazy with him and Chase Young. That'd be a nice 1-2 punch. What can we get? What can we get for Montez? I want to get somebody that's developable. Well, you know what I'm saying. Nick Bosa, Leonard Williams, Trey Flowers. I wish Trey Flowers wasn't so old, because he could certainly fit that bill. Will McDonald's an interesting one. I'm assuming he only has star development. I think that's what he has. Will McDonald's an intriguing one, that's for sure. I'm not putting it past myself to get Will McDonald. Keon White also is a very interesting one. They gave Cameron Hayward X Factor. That's pretty cool. Jeffrey Simmons. I'd probably go like Jeffrey Simmons, but he's a little bit expensive. Actually, he's not that expensive. He's honestly not that expensive. At 26 years old, same age, and he's cheaper than Montez Capit. Oh, but that's right. The Titans have no money. What else can I grab? They need about $6 million off their books. What else can I get here that won't automatically force them to not accept this deal? Who's making a ton of money besides Ryan Tannehill? I'm not taking Tannehill's contract, that's for sure. There's not really anybody else here. I'd have to start stacking players to add up to the cap hit. So who's some players that don't really care about? Peter Skoronski, let's throw him in the deal. I'm sure they care about him. And then let's throw in, I don't know, let's throw in a Caleb Farley type, maybe, as a corner. Let's throw those 3 guys in there. That should equal, I guess not. They still have $3 million in the cap hit. Okay, so Jeffrey Simmons is probably off the table. We're not going to be able to get him unless we do a trade for him, like a specific trade for him where we see what they want from us, if anything. Maybe there's just nothing on the table for us. Zach Allen's only 26, same age. Cleveland Farrell could be like a reclamation project. I keep coming back to Micah Parsons. It all comes back to Micah Parsons. It's either Micah Parsons or Will McDonald. I kind of like the idea of Will McDonald. I think that could be pretty fun to try to develop him, especially with his hidden development. But but the Jets don't have any money either. Why does nobody have any money? Nobody's got any freaking money, man. Everybody's negative. We're only 3 games into the season. How does everybody have negative money? What's going on here? We could go for Keon White. That could be pretty fun. You know what? I think we'll hold off on the Montez Sweat trade for right now. Let's try to trade Charles Leno. Let's try to trade Charles Leno. Nobody wants him. What kind of left tackle pieces can we get back? Who can we get back in return for Charles Leno? There's got to be somebody here. There's got to be somebody. We could go with... Who was that? Garrett Bowles, but he's too expensive and not that high enough of an overall. If he was a higher overall, we maybe could see that. Taylor Lewan's on the Chiefs now. Jordan Mailata's interesting. Nobody ever really trades for Jordan Mailata, do they? Maybe we can make that happen. Although the Eagles have negative money. Why does everybody have freaking negative money? What is going on here? What about if I do an offer just for Jordan Mailata? Nobody wants him. Is there not a single team that is interested and has positive money? There's got to be somebody. Let's look at the teams that actually have positive money. The Lions, but they have Taylor Decker. I don't really want Taylor Decker. I don't want Trent Brown. I don't want Juwan James. I don't want James Hurst. I don't want Stone Forsythe. Broderick Jones is interesting, but maybe. Laramie Tunsil I don't want. He's too old. Christian Darrisaw could be fun. What do we say to that, Vikings? Oh, hello. That is something that I didn't expect at all. Okay, we can make some magic here. Let's go to outside linebackers. We don't really have the depth for that. We got to stay away from our linebackers because we don't really have any backups or anything. What about guards? We don't have a guard depth. We have center depth. I could give them Nick Gates. How's that? That's declined. What about if we throw in a draft pick as well? I know we're running low on draft picks. Don't worry. We'll get those draft picks back when we trade the higher value targets. But what about if we give a this year 5 alongside it? That helps. That definitely helps. I don't really want to dip into these. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of draft picks back then. I can give a this year 4, and we'll see what they say to that. That is declined, but I think we're on pace. I'm not going to give any more for this year, I don't think. Although I can give a 7, and I'll give a 6 from 2025. And what do they say to that? They say trade declined. Okay. I understand. 2026. I have a 4 still. I have a 5 in 2025. I don't know if that's going to do anything. Probably not. Oh, trade offer accepted. Boom. Our new starting left tackle, Christian Darrisaw, is here. Welcome to Paris, Mr. Darrisaw. We got rid of Nick Gates, which helps our center problem because that allows Stromberg to just automatically start. And then if we go over here, we generate the best lineup. Bada bing, bada boom. Rodgers has his new blindside blocker. Yes, sirree. We need to work on the guards. We're still working on that. Don't forget about that. But that is our trade for this episode. Christian Darrisaw is here in Paris. He has arrived in Paris. That is a brilliant. Let's go to weekly strategies and take a look at some other things. I'll continue to look around the league for some possible Montez Sweat trades. But we're taking on Josh Allen. This is going to be a tough one. We're taking on Josh Allen and the Bills. We'll go with the defend the deep pass because he's probably going to be just lighting us up with Stephon Diggs. I would not be surprised. And with Rodgers, we'll go with the throw it short. I don't know how easy it'll be with our offensive line. Emmanuel Forbes has healed up from his injury. Let's try to do a minigame for Fidarian Mathis. We'll do the trench battle. Last time we did this, I think we got gold, so we might as well try it again, see if we can do it pretty well again. Come on, Fidarian. Let's get you something there. You got the bonus. Get off the block. There it is. Get through, get through. Don't step out. Ooh, I thought he stepped out there, but it didn't count. And then tackle Rodgers. Get the bonus. We're already in the bronze. Look at that. Okay. I think you have to really screw up if you don't get in the bronze the first try. And then, boom, bum rush him. Bum rush him. Get through, Fidarian. And then tackle. There you go. Rodgers actually stood up, which is not good. He didn't go down right away. Okay, so we got to absolutely destroy Rodgers here. Get through, Fidarian. There you go. Good job. And then get down, and then bada boom, and then got him. Into the silver. We could probably do gold, but I'm going to stick with just the silver for that one. Let's stick with just the silver for that one. I probably could have done gold. And then we'll get Emmanuel Forbes, and we'll try to do the DB battle. I struggle on this one. I'm trying to get better. I'm honestly trying to get better with usering these players, but I'm just not a user like this. I'm a user D lineman. That's what I do. Can I pick that off? No, I can't. I allowed a catch. See, look how bad I am. I thought that Rodgers was just going to, like, not throw that. That's to the side. That's not a catch. That's out of bounds. Oh, what a route. He's just not going to throw. Yeah, see, look, he didn't throw it. We're already up to silver. I don't know how we got to silver, but we already there. Oh, I got bumped off. Jahan Dotson's fast. Ah, he caught it. Yeah, that was tough. That's brutal. Play inside, pick it. Oh, I was in front of him too much. Get inside, pick it. I hate my life. I'm just so bad at this. I'm not even gonna get a single medal. I'm only at 100 points. Oh, he went inside. I thought he was gonna go outside. That's bad. Am I gonna get any points here? This is just exposing myself for how bad I am. Picking that. I'm picking that. There we go. Hey, we got bronze out of it. Look at me come back clutch on that and get bronze with a single pick. I'll try to get better. I'll try to get better at that. Throw for 350 yards. I just don't know if that's going to happen, so we'll go back to the 2+ passing touchdowns. Hopefully, everybody is healthy. I really, really hope everybody's healthy. I can start doing the half pads in the coming weeks so that everybody doesn't get crazy fatigued. But it looks like clean bill of health. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. Exactly what we wanted. Nobody's hurt. Cody Barton's back. Terry McLaurin's back. Sam Howell gets an upgrade. Emmanuel Forbes is healthy now. You love to see it. Love to see it. But we are taking on the Buffalo Bills. We'll take a look at their roster real quick before we jump into the episode. I'm kind of terrified. This is going to be an ugly game. This is going to be an ugly, ugly game. So the Buffalo Bills have Josh Allen, obviously, quarterback. Damian Harris, new addition here at running back. Former New England Patriot. Also Nyheim Hines and James Cook are here. Wide receivers, you know you've got Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, KJ Hamler, Khalil Shakir. They got a pretty good offense, pretty good wide receiver core. Dawson Knox is the tight end. On the offensive line, it's Deion Dawkins, Connor McGovern, Mitch Morse, but he's hurt. Mitch. And it's Greg Mance. Mans? I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's 31 years old, a 61 overall, and he's their starting center for today's game. Thank you very much. Ryan Bates on the right side, along with Spencer Brown. And then on the defense side, you got Greg Rousseau, Von Miller, Hall of Famer, and Ed Oliver. And then linebackers, you've got Terrell Bernard, you've got Rashaan Evans, and Matt Milano. Corners are Tre'Davious White, Teron Johnson, Kyer Elam, Jalen Watson, Dane Jackson, and Christian Benford. Safeties, Micah Hyde, and Jordan Poyer, and DeMar Hamlin. Maybe we should try to trade for DeMar Hamlin. That could be pretty fun. Tyler Bass is the kicker. Sam Martin is the punter. And that is your Buffalo Bills roster for season number 1, week number 3, against the Paris Red Dragons, back in Paris at the Dragon's Den. Hit that like button if you're excited. Subscribe to the channel. Join the Juice Club. And let's go see if we can get our first win in franchise history.
It's week 3 of the NFL. And we get to watch Brian Robinson Jr. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in the shadow of the Eiffel Tower in the fabulous European capital of Paris, France. Today is week 3, and we got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills Rodgers taking on the Dragons of Paris. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, it's been a great start to the...
We have arrived, ladies and gentlemen, back in Paris for the second game here in the new stadium. And it looks like the rooftop is closed for this one as the Red Dragons take on the Bills. First time ever, and the first time that Aaron Rodgers is in front of his new home fans. First time they get to see him up close and personal. But let's see how we do on defense against this Josh Allen-led Buffalo Bills squad. Very high-powered, very pass-heavy, very Josh Allen-heavy attack for them. If we can go after their center, because remember, he's a 61 overall center, starting center for them, because Mitch is injured. So if we can go after that center and blow by him, then we could have some good fun today. But Damian Harris is pinballing around and able to get 5 yards, or not 5 yards, able to get a couple of yards to total up to 5. 3rd and 4, first drive of the game for Buffalo. From the 31-yard line of Chase Young, he's just got a new contract. Can Chase Young get to the quarterback and make me feel happy? Not on that one. Josh Allen finds an open man, and it's a first down. But we need to see some signs of life from this defense, because we didn't really see much of that against the Broncos, even though we did get a couple of picks against Russell Wilson. That was mainly just because Russell Wilson's bad. And I probably should have sacked Josh Allen there, but I hit my rush move again, the right stick, because I thought the running back was going to come and block me, but he never did. So I was already in the animation. That's why it slowed me down there. But that's okay, because no, I thought we sealed the edge there. Harris breaks through, and he's breaking another tackle from Forrest. We come up and wrap him up at the 33-yard line. Kendall Fuller makes the tackle, and the Bills are now moving. Didn't take them too long, did it, to get down the field? They got slow to originally. Is Josh Allen going to run? Yes, he is. Josh Allen takes off, breaks one tackle, and goes down from Jamin Davis. 11 yards on the carry, pointing to the first down marker. And these boys are dangerous. But we knew that going in. We knew what we were getting at. But we think that we're better than the Bills, and we are not better than the Buffalo Bills. They scored easy touchdown. It's KJ Hamler. It's a Bills touchdown. That was a perfectly thrown ball from Josh Allen. And we're down 7-0 in the first quarter at home against Buffalo. All right. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. It's kind of what I expected. That was a very simple throw. Byron Pingle back to return. And he's actually got a decent gain back up to the 25 where we would have started. And Aaron Rodgers, for the first time in his career, will start a game in Paris in front of his home fans. Didn't have the greatest of days last episode. I think he threw, 3 picks? Something like that against Denver. But that was mainly because the offensive line just was not holding up. And I think it was those guard positions. We have very low-rated right guard, left guard. So we just struggled to hold the Denver defense and hold the pass rush. Rodgers doesn't move like he used to, that's for sure. All right. But we have new left tackle Christian Darrisaw to block the blind side of Rodgers. And something he didn't have last episode was Terry McLaurin. Went down with an injury, but he's back today. Antonio Gibson, first carry of the night for him, and he will get 4 yards. All right. Let's see what we call here. Let's call trail shake, because that could allow McLaurin and Dotson to get open in the middle here. And it's probably going to be Terry. I think it will be Terry McLaurin. A little bit behind him, the throw from Rodgers, but it's a catch nonetheless. And it's a first down for the Dragons. And we move to audible this one. Kind of similar play. But this one's going to go to Jahan, and that's going to be a catch. First down and more from Jahan Dotson. Rodgers is feeling good. in the opening drive here. Let's go with a corner, a Y corner. Terry McLaurin in the end zone could be unbelievably good. Here it is, corner, Terry from Rodgers, and it's a touchdown for the Red Dragons. Picture perfect. You couldn't ask for a better throw. What is this, a robot celebration? I don't have any idea what's going on here, but it's a beautiful throw, beautiful catch, and that's the kind of elite combination that Rodgers and McLaurin bring. But remember, Terry McLaurin won't be here for very much longer. I don't know how or when it's going to happen, but at some point this season, Terry McLaurin will get traded. I don't want to do it, but because he was such a prominent member of that Chicago Cougars roster from a couple of years ago on Madden 21, I feel like it's just the right thing to do to give that spot to somebody else, another receiver who has a chance to become a guy like that, a channel legend. And Terry McLaurin, if we package him with a nice pick or maybe another player, I feel like we can get some pretty darn good value. So we'll have to take a look at it. I'll keep doing my research, see what I feel like is the best move, and I'll bring it back to you guys. I'll report back. Same thing with Montez Sweat. Same thing with Curtis Samuel and Kendall Fuller. Kendall Fuller and McLaurin, because they're the highest overall players, they're going to be the two big key pieces that we're going to have to make moves on. That's a deep one. One-on-one. Emmanuel Forbes got beat. Stephon Diggs, he's too good. He's too big-bodied. He's an all-pro for a reason. And Emmanuel Forbes is just a rookie. Forbes didn't play. It was purposely underthrown, I think, by Josh Allen. Here I am giving too much credit to the AI. He probably just underthrew it on accident or something. I don't know. But he underthrew it, allowed Stephon Diggs to come back to the football, and Emmanuel Forbes he got boxed out at that point because he was starting to get a step on Diggs. If the ball was going to go over his head, he might have been able to knock it down or maybe even pick it. But unfortunately, it was underthrown, and then Diggs works back to it, makes the play, big catch. Jamin Davis, nice tackle. Is that Dawson Knox who caught it? I think it is. And Josh Allen, X Factor activated, and he's perfect from the field today, 5 for 5. But it is 3rd and 6. If we can stop him here, we can force a field goal. Tyler Bass. Oh, Chase Young did a good job sealing that edge. Don't get the first down. 4th and inches. What do they do here? I think Josh Allen was going to run there, but then I forced him to not. They're going to kick the field goal with Tyler Bass. This is a deep one. This has got to be like 40 plus, I think. It's up, and it's right down Main Street. Tyler Bass drills it. Hufanga gave a good effort, but it is right down Main Street. 10-7. Bills back on top here at the start of the second quarter. That's okay. Because I know for a fact, I think I got this wrong last episode, but I know for a fact that we get the ball to start the second half in this game. We didn't get it last game, even though I thought we did. We don't get it, or we do get it this time. And Terry McLaurin, 11 catches. And remember, he only played one game besides this one. So that's some pretty good yardage in that first game, plus obviously the catches he has already today. Let's see if we can get some more run game going. Oh, great blocks on the edge by the receivers. And it's Micah Hyde who starts the tackle. A couple guys finish it, but Brian Robinson Jr. with a great burst of speed there. And if we can go play action and hit Jahan Dotson or maybe even McLaurin, I don't know who's going to be open here. Curtis Samuel had a big day in the reply. I hate my life. And it's a fumble, too. Of course, is Rodgers picking up? Rodgers, you're standing there. Rodgers, dive on the football. Is this a Cam Newton in the Super Bowl situation? What do we got going on here? This is just unbelievable, mainly because it's play action. So I know that I'm going to be in trouble. But look at this. Linebacker right up the middle. Nobody even gives a crap. And I knew the moment that I was going to get sacked right here, I was like, that's not good. Because Robinson Jr. doesn't block. So I'm just like, I stand there because I'm just going to take my fate. But then it's a fumble, which I didn't think Rodgers was going to do. I was hoping he wouldn't fumble. That's a fumble. I think it's a fumble, right? Is it a fumble? Oh yeah, that ball is out. So Rodgers fumbles it, but then it's missed. And then Rodgers just stands there for a good 3 seconds. He just stands there as the defense wraps it up. Unbelievable from Aaron Rodgers. Unbelievable. And now the Bills have the ball back. That is one thing you can't do as a bad team against a really, really good team, is give them free points. Oh, that's a great catch and staying in bounds. Dalton Kincaid is the man who did that. I thought it was Dawson Knox, just how crisp it was for him to stay in bounds, but that was Dalton Kincaid, the rookie from Stanford. Oh, no, how was that a run? I had Josh Allen dead to rights with Jonathan Allen. Oh, why couldn't that have been play action? Nom, 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 nom. I hate my life. I hate it. I hate it here. Damian Harris breaks off 1,000,000 tackles. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's getting ugly here in Paris. It's a good thing that Paris Saint-Germain, or Paris Saint-Germain, is a good soccer/football team, so that the Paris fans have something to root for while we figure out who we are as a team. We get our identity. Because it's going to be a struggle in the first season as a new franchise with not very good offensive line, not very good team in general. We have some obviously good pieces, but we got to put it together as a whole. And if Aaron Rodgers is fumbling the football like that, then we're going to be in trouble. We're going to be in for a long season. But I'm here for it. Starting this one off with a run to Brian Robinson Jr., and he's going to fall forward. A little bit of a push as well from his lineman, Daniels there, the guard, helping out his running back, pushing him along, giving him 2nd and 3. Antonio Gibson in the backfield now. And he's going to get the handoff, and he's going to go nowhere. All right, 3rd and 1. Rodgers, don't look like that. What are you doing, Rodgers? Rodgers! I thought that I was going to have more space. I mean, look at this. I have an open lane here, but it's just the blocking or lack thereof from the tight end, Logan Thomas. He just pushes him off. And that's the same guy who made the fumble, who forced the fumble. Who is that? That is Williams, who forced the fumble in the last drive. He stops the run. And then look at my man over here. Look at Rodgers. He's like, what are we doing here, boys? I left the Jets for this? You left the Jets for this? Oh, look at, he just looks defeated. He looks like he don't want to be here whatsoever. Rodgers. This is probably the thumbnail right there. Oh, A-Raj. You're in for a long season. This isn't New York anymore, buddy. You don't have Garrett Wilson. Well, I mean, you have Terry McLaurin, so equally good Buckeye receiver. Brian Robinson Jr. gets the first down. That's a good job. And we're going to run it again, but this time we're going to switch it to the left side. And we're going to get a block, and he's going to have some spot. Brian Robinson Jr.'s got space. No! I need the receivers to hold for a second longer, and I can shoot that gap. I could have came in that hole so fast, you wouldn't even have seen it. Oh, my God, I had it there. But they don't hold on, and then I lose a yard on the next run. Is this where he runs some play action here? Do you think we could steal some play action? That could be a possibility, maybe. Or we go with an inside post. Doesn't look like coach wants to run play action. That's okay. Where do we go with this? I think that's the wrong idea. But Samuel catches it. That was definitely the fumble. That had to have been down. That had to have been down. Curtis Samuel doesn't fumble the football. Please overturn it. Thank you for the booth review. Please be an overturn. Please. Yes. I really didn't want to have back-to-back possessions where we fumble the football. That would just be insane. They're bringing both safeties up. Poyer and Hyde have come up to blitz. Oh, I got to heave. Terry, knock it down. Interception. I hate everything. They brought safety blitzes. Both safeties blitzed. So I wanted to make a big shot. But they got... I forgot that we don't have very good offensive linemen, so they didn't hold for very long. Oh, but we can get it right back. Forrest! Forrest picks it off! Run, Forrest, run! Oh, my God. Right back. Derek Forrest with an interception on the very next play after we throw one to the Bills. Josh Allen throwing across his body. I don't know what he's thinking, but I appreciate it because it gets us the ball back. We got to go Logan Thomas here. Yes, we do. Big first down catch. Oh man, that first incompletion of the day was my interception. That's stupid. I should probably take the captaincy off of Logan Thomas's chest. No disrespect, but I should probably give it to Rodgers. if we're being totally honest. Oh, Ryan Robinson Jr. running through people. Run through them fools. 101 yards for Rodgers. Rodgers. Who's going to be open here? McLaurin's running a corner. So is Thomas. I'm going to keep my eyes on both, but I'm not going to go to either. Let's go to Samuel. Oh, he breaks out the tackle. Curtis Samuel gets up the field for a big-time gain, and I'm watching the clock. Don't worry. I see the clock. I got all my timeouts. I'm cooking, and so is Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin, who needs timeouts when you got Terry McLaurin? Touchdown, Dragons. That's number 2 for Rodgers, number 2 for McLaurin. And the boys, with 28 seconds left, are back down by 3. Oh, I'm feeling good. It's Skyline time. Oh. 28 seconds left. We get the ball. We've done part 1 of the infamous double dip, where we score at the end of the first half, get the ball at the start of the second half, and score at the start of the second half. That is the double dip. And you have to say, if you're talking about the double dip, you have to say it like double dip. 17-14, 28 seconds left. Josh Allen just threw a pick. What's he going to do here with not much time left in the first half? He's going to throw it again. Jonathan Allen's in his face, but not quick enough. Oh my God, he's going to get a field goal out of this. I hate everything about my life. I want to stab myself with an icicle. 20 seconds to go. They're into field goal range now. Or maybe slightly out of it. Oh, now they're firmly into field goal range, and they're gonna take it, right? Oh no, we have a chance. If we can keep them up on feet for 13 seconds, they'll run out of timeouts, or they'll run out of time. Keep him on his feet. Keep him on his feet. He's gonna slide anyway with 5 seconds left. 4 seconds. They call their timeout. I hate everything. I hate it. I hate everything. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. Unbelievable. Field goal for the Bills at the end of the half. Did they use all the time, or we still have time? We might have like a second or two. We have 2 seconds. I'll probably just return this because we're going to get it right back, so it's not a big deal. And they're going to make me return it. I guess I could fair catch it, but maybe something happened? No, nothing happened. I thought maybe we could have a kick return. Nothing happened there. We go to the second half. Let's go throw it medium with Rodgers. We've been doing that pretty well, and we're gonna have to stop Josh Allen throwing it medium too, because he's dicing us up in the middle of the field right there. It's killing us. Pringle's back to return again. Are we gonna have some space? I probably had some space, but I screwed it up. Rodgers back on the field. I really hate that I threw that pick, because that kind of ruins his stats right now. He had a good stat line up until that pick. Let's get it back in the hands of what happened here. What happened? I wanted to get it back in the hands of Brian Robinson Jr., but the offensive line just collapsed. There was no blocking. But that's okay, because it's 2nd and 11. And I believe in Jahan Dye. Why? What happened? He like stopped his route. Maybe I threw it a little too early. I don't know what happened there. I tried to time the route as best as possible, but I might have thrown it a little quicker than he was ready for. I don't like anything here. We'll go Logan Thomas short. That wasn't the right idea. We don't punt the football on the channel if you don't know. Where do we go? Where do we go? I got to throw it. It's a pick or a knockdown. Of course, they bring pressure on the edge. Man, that's tough. That's real tough. That's not just tough. That's real tough. Chase Young can't get there. Cody Barton breaks off a tackle. Hufunga and a couple others bring down Damian Harris. Damian Harris has been a problem today. An absolute problem. We're only down by a touchdown, though. We can get in this game. We are still in it. And that's the funny thing about this entire season up to this point. Chase Young sack. The Predators on the hunt. Oh, that's big. That's big. But that's been the thing about this season so far. The first 2 games, we were in both of those games. They were 1 score. Get him again, Montez. Somebody. Josh Allen, knock it down, pick it off. It's Jartavius Martin, the rookie. Oh, Josh, why are you throwing that? You can't throw that, Josh. The rookie free safety picks it off, and the Dragons are in this game. Let's get to the run game. It didn't really work last drive, but it's a new drive. It can work now. I believe. I believe in life after love. And Antonio Gibson can't go much. 34-yard line, 3rd and 2. We don't run this again, do we? Do we run this? Do we really call this play? Do we really run this football? Yes, we do. Screw it. Brian Robinson Jr. fights for the first down. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Brian Robinson Jr. fights for the first down and gets it. That's the kind of raw dog personality we need here in Paris. And you know what? I'm sending Terry deep. I'm getting a little frisky. Oh, he's got him. He's got him cooked. Rodgers delivers a ball, and it's Terry McLaurin for an absolutely brilliant first down. I knew he had him. I knew he had him. He cooked him. He absolutely sauteed him in hot oil. And Brian Robinson Jr. falls at the 1. I wasn't sure if he's going to be able to get that or not. He falls at the 1. I'll let him give him one more shot. Can he get in? Brian Robinson Jr.? Yes, he can. Touchdown for the boys. And we are in this game. And if we can get this extra point, it's not a guarantee, though, because I suck. There we go. Perfect. We are in the lead for the first time in this game. We are in it. That's what I'm talking about. If we can just pick off Josh Allen one more time, get a little trifecta, a little three-piece, oh, that'd be beautiful. A little three-piece white meat, I'd love it. I would love it. I don't know what Josh Allen was thinking on that last throw. He just kind of lobbed it. He didn't really even put any mustard behind it. He got to put some mustard on it if you're going to throw it like that. One-on-one, and Jartavius Martin just picked it off. He vultured it. Not much time to go in the third quarter. Martin makes another good tackle, but a good throw. KJ Hamler has a touchdown catch in this one. Does Stephon Diggs have a touchdown? I don't think Stephon has a touchdown in this one. He might. I don't remember. I know Damian Harris has one, and KJ Hamler has one. I knew it. I knew it, Josh. No, he broke off it. How does Josh Allen break that? From Chase Young, from the Predator? He's going to stiff arm him? Unbelievable. But I was ready for the quarterback keeper. So at least you could give me a little bit of props for that. 3rd and 2 from the 33. It's going to be another lob, and this time Hamler's wide open. Nobody was around him there. He just went butt naked. He was naked and afraid in the middle of the field. It's not even Stephon Diggs that's been killing us. I mean, he's had a couple good catches, Diggs has. But it's KJ Hamler. I don't even think they've thrown to Gabe Davis today. Not that I remember. It's just been freaking KJ Hamler with 4 catches and 70 yards. Of all the people, it's KJ Hamler. 2nd and 10 from the 32. 59 seconds to go, third quarter. Allen with the throw. Oh, my God, that's a hard hit. But it's a catch. Jamin Davis makes a good tackle. Definitely picking up his 5th-year option, that's for sure. 30 seconds in the third quarter, 3rd and 5. Allen motions a receiver. He finds wide open. It's Diggs. Yep. Whoever was covering him, I don't know if it was Manuel Forbes, I didn't see the number, but whoever was covering him got absolutely cooked. They got so beaten by the route, it was embarrassing. But that was the last play of the third quarter. They didn't snap it at all. And we go 4th quarter, up by 1 in Paris. Come on, Red Dragons. Find your inner beast and hold on to this victory. That's into the end zone. I don't know. Oh, that's illegal touching? It's got to be illegal touching. That's the only thing I think of. Nyheim Hines, back of the end zone. He was wide open, and they're focusing on him. It's probably illegal touching. Yep, illegal touching on Nyheim Hines. Thank you very much. 2nd and 10. He got So open. I don't know what my guy was doing. That might have been Forrest back there, just got lost. Luckily, he went out of the end zone and then back in and was the first guy to touch the football. Good tackle there on Damian Harris. Couple guys made it. Jamin Davis, Cody Barton. It's 3rd and 5. It is 3rd and 5 from the 7. If we could hold to a field goal, that would be awesome. Do I see that happening? Probably not. I'll get to him. Josh Allen. Jonathan Allen. It's Allen on Allen crime. The captain of the defense, Jonathan Allen, sacks Josh Allen. That kid's got a sack. Oh, I love it. 4th and 13. We did hold to a field goal attempt. Will they make it? Yes, they will. Hufanga tried it. But it's 23-21. We are in the driver's seat even though we're down. Because if we kick a field goal, well, then we're still in the lead. If we score with a touchdown, oh, we're certainly in the lead. Cardinals are 2-0, by the way. Pringle back to return. He will take it out and get to the 12? 17. Okay, I was wrong. I didn't see the numbers. Rodgers coming back onto the field. He's had a pretty decent day. He's got the 1 pick, but that's mainly just because I just kind of tossed it. But, cheeks, he's had a really good day. Ooh, Brian Robinson Jr. almost bounced that off. I think the strategy is here to try to chew as much clock as possible because we've kind of shown that we're not very consistent in stopping Josh Allen. The only way we can stop him is if he makes mistakes himself. So we're going to have to try to chew as much clock as possible and win this game on maybe a field goal or a late touchdown. I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm going to try my best. McLaurin is almost activated his X Factor. I got to make sure, I didn't really do that. I got to make sure that everybody's got the right X Factors they need. Big catch from McLaurin. That's a tough throw. Probably shouldn't have thrown it, but he held on anyway. That's a conversion. He's got 6 for 134 today. He's had such... See, that's the kind of stuff that we were lacking in last episode. We didn't have Terry McLaurin last episode against the Broncos. Maybe we could have won that game if McLaurin was there. Who knows? But I do like the fact that... I know that we're not like an absolutely horrible team. We're not like the Cardinals or the Texans or the Rams or something like that. We're not an absolutely just god-awful team. We have some pieces, obviously. But we've been staying in these games for the first 3 weeks. We haven't won these games, but we've been staying in them, which is nice to see. Nice to show the promise of this organization. I got to throw that. That's caught by Jahan Dotson. Absolutely no shot he caught that. I just heaved it for hoping something would happen, and I got it. My prayers were answered. Thank you, baby Jesus. You answered my prayers. Because I just chucked it. I didn't have a rhyme or reason why I threw it there. I felt the blitz, or felt the pressure and had to get it away. Brian Robinson Jr. user truck, and B-Rob gets us to the 46. It's 2nd and 4. Keep eating away at this time. No! Block that guy. I had a first down. Why couldn't you have blocked him? Now it's 3rd and 3, and you're going to make me sweat again. I'm probably looking Logan Thomas or Jahan Dotson here. Probably Jahan Dotson, and it's going to be Jahan. He's got it, and he broke a tackle too. Milano, I think he broke that tackle. Big catch from Jahan Dotson, and that's the 2-minute warning. We are in a field goal range. I'd like to get a touchdown here, obviously, to force them to get a touchdown. Oh, thank you for picking me up and moving me closer, because I only got like 2 yards on that, but you pushed me forward. I appreciate that. 1:46 to go. We're at the 31-yard line. We can afford to run I was going to say a few more times, but not if we're blocking like that. 1:30 between us and whatever's going to happen. It's picked off. We lost. Unbelievable. Tre'Davious White. Oh, my God. I can't believe that. I can't believe it. How did he do this? Where's he at even? Where's Tre'Davious White? Is this Tre'Davious White over here? This is Tre'Davious White. So, what does he do? He's kind of just running. He's not really guarding anybody. He's not really covering anybody. He's kind of just like lurking over Jahan Dotson or Curtis Samuel right now. And then he just starts to sprint after Logan Thomas. And the moment... See, he's running full sprint faster than Logan Thomas makes his cut. So when Logan Thomas makes his cut, Tre'Davious White is so in front of him that it's embarrassing. Why did I make this throw? I have no idea, because over here, Jahan Dotson's wide open. Man, that just makes it even more brutal, the fact that I didn't see that. I looked at Jahan Dotson on that draw, or on that play, but I thought he was covered. That's brutal. That is just brutal. Well, we lost the game. We lost the game, 23-21. We're going to be 0-3 on the season, but not because we didn't play good. We actually did play pretty decent in this game. I made a mistake at the end, and that one's on me. It's not on Aaron Rodgers. It wasn't a bad throw. It was a bad throw. It was a bad decision. That's brutal. That is brutal. Damian Harris just writing it down. I'm not going to call timeouts. It's not worth it. We're not going to be able to stop them and force a punt anyway. So I'm not going to call timeouts. Not particularly worth it. We're going to suffer the fate. 23-21. There it is. That's ball game. The Paris fans will have to wait one more week at least to see their first W in franchise history. Rodgers, he had a good day today. 14 for 18, 231, 2 touchdowns, 2 frustrating picks. It is what it is. Brian Robinson Jr., 18 carries, 66 yards, a touchdown. Gibson had 14 yards. Terry McLaurin, so nice to have him back. 6 catches, 134 yards, 2 touchdowns. It's a breath of fresh air to have him back on the team. He's so good. Defensively, tackle leader was Jamin Davis. He was everywhere. Tackle for loss, Jonathan Allen had a big sack, and so did Chase Young. Both of those guys were the only 2 guys to get a sack. And then Jartavius Martin had a huge pick, and so did Derek Forrest. But neither of them really mattered because we ended up losing. 23-21 to the Buffalo Bills. It's the expected result. Maybe the unexpected part would be the fact that we kept it so close and it was down to the wire in the fourth quarter. I guess that could be a thought, but we don't get any reprieve from tough defenses or tough teams in general, because next episode we take on the Philadelphia Eagles. 0-3 versus the defending NFC champions. That's going to be a tough one. That is going to be a tough one. But if you enjoyed this one, make sure to leave it a like. Subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Make sure if you're curious or if you want to leave your suggestions down below for possible trade pieces, including Montez Sweat, Curtis Samuel, obviously Terry McLaurin and Kendall Fuller. There's some other people in the team that will probably move as well, but those are kind of the main guys that we're thinking about moving on from. So if you have any possible trade destinations for them and possible players you want to see get back in return, then leave them down below in the comment section. But other than that, thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.